The Atlanta Falcons are 2-5 on the season. They've lost 4 in a row. Yeah, let's start with all the bad news first. They've been outscored 127-68 in those 4 games. Sunday, they had their 5th offensive lineman go down with a season-ending injury, and now they're in London to play a home game against the Detroit Lions. The good news, well, the Falcons still may win their division. Now let's focus on the bad news for a moment. This team is really struggling. They are reeling after beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 56-14 on September the 18th. Against the Ravens on Sunday, they had no chance. That game was over before it started, and you knew it wasn't their day when Peter Kahns, the replacement center, went down with a season-ending knee injury. The guy he replaced, Joe Hawley, also had a torn ACL in his knee. This is a repeat from last year when an offensive line was a revolving door. The Falcons lost Mike Johnson and Sam Baker in the preseason, and so far in the regular season, they've lost Hawley, his replacement Kahns, and Baker's replacement Lamar Holmes. They've also got rookie Jake Matthews, who is not 100% healthy, playing left tackle, and it's not easy for a rookie to man that position. The offensive line is important because it protects your biggest investment for the Falcons, quarterback Matt Ryan. If he gets hurt, this team would be done. So his health is very important to Atlanta's chances, and there were times on Sunday where he looked like he was running for his life. There is no running game on this team. Steven Jackson is 31 and is old. The wide receivers are banged up, and they just don't trust Antone Smith to give him more touches for whatever reason. Oh, and this Sunday, the Falcons are facing a Detroit team that has the best defense in the NFL, the second best run defense in the league, and they are third in the NFL in sacks. Good luck, Matt Ryan. Then there's the defense. Well, Sean Weatherspoon has been out all year and won't play this year. William Moore, the defense's best player, is out and won't be back until late next month. There's just no marquee player on this Atlanta roster. Jonathan Massaquoi is emerging, but he's not there yet. The Falcons have to face Matthew Stafford this week in London. He may not have Calvin Johnson on the field, and that would be a big advantage to the Falcons. Atlanta is giving up 28.4 points per game, third worst in the NFL. But here's the good news. The Falcons might still win the NFC South. That's more of an indictment on the division than any credit to the Falcons. Their division is simply a dumpster fire right now. Carolina got blown out on Sunday. The Lions came back and whipped the Saints. And the Bucs had the week off, but they've been pathetic all season. So even at 2-5, the Falcons could still win their division. They need to win this week, and then they'll have next week off. But then when they get back, they'll have road games at Tampa Bay and at Carolina. If they win those games and somehow got back to 500, the Falcons might actually be the favorites to win the NFC South. Now, even if they get into the playoffs, the Falcons wouldn't last long, but there's at least something to play for the players. It's just going to be tough to expect a backup offensive line to help protect Ryan enough to get the offense going. It's tough to have injuries as an excuse, but these are just the facts. Not many teams can win with this many injuries. Of course, the blame should go to GM Thomas Dimitroff, but either way, the season is this close to being over. If they lose to Detroit, it might take a miracle, and it simply might not be the Falcons' year. But if they win, well, who knows? They just might win the division. Welcome to the NFC South.